Hello, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, with breaking news. 6 have been shot at the uh, Capital Gazette offices in Annapolis, Maryland. The newspaper is owned by the Baltimore Sun. No danger to the Baltimore Sun. The shooters supposedly in custody, and there are some reports that several have been killed. At least 4 went to the hospital in critical condition. That's all the news there is on this story, but that's what's going on in Annapolis, Maryland, and I was there as a child. I know the city fairly well from years ago, but it's on, it's on the coast of the Chesapeake Bay in the capital of Maryland. So that's what's happening in Maryland right now. Shooting incident, and supposedly the suspect is in custody, but from WBAL and Capital Gazette and the Baltimore Sun, they are combing the building to make sure there are no other shooters in the building. And this just happened about 20 minutes ago. So that's what's going on. In other news, a Republican says he will fight to block any nomination to replace Justice Anthony Kennedy. And in the Capitol building in Washington, D.C., the Senate office building, a bunch of women are protesting by throwing silver blankets over themselves, putting their hands up in the air and shouting. And they sat in the atrium, so the sound of their shouting reverberates to the whole building, and they basically disrupt the work of the Senate to protest children being separated from their parents who shouldn't be in this country in the first place. And I've had a big argument with my friend Paul about why are you supporting the act of people who violate federal law by coming to this country. It is a misdemeanor, and it is against federal law to enter this country illegally. And he never gives me a straight answer, much like many on the left can't, because they cannot support their position. There is no defense for a violation of federal law by people who should not be in this country, and these children would not be separated. And the hypocrisy, of course, is that they're now saying with Justice Kennedy and his replacement, whomever the nominee would be, that this person, and we don't even know who the nominee is or list of nominees, would support the death penalty, would stop abortion, would waterboard people, would do other things to the point of being ridiculous. And you don't even know what the opinions of a hypothetical nominee would be, but the left is already going crazy over it, that this man retired. And Justice Kennedy came into the Supreme Court after Ted Kennedy and the Democrats of his time defeated Robert Bork, an eminent jurist, and then a second nominee. They defeated him with character assassination, and we got Judge Kennedy, who did a great job in the Supreme Court. And so now they're doing their usual smear tactics before we don't even know who's being smeared. So that's what's going on. Tomorrow the iPad goes off for repair, and I'll be glad of it because I keep getting this charging issue. And I go to Oakland tomorrow and to Pleasant Hill to pay the interest in my GoPro and see if maybe they still have any GoPros left in the pawn shop. Put a layaway on that, and I'm getting something in the mail. It's an older computer, but when I get done with getting the monitor and the keyboard, I'll have a portable Mac that will be older that I can take anywhere. I don't know how well it will work with the internet because it's really old, but it will fit in my backpack. The screen, the monitor, the keyboard will all fit in my backpack. And I will, I don't, being that what it is, I'm not going to have a camera for it right away until I get a camera. But I can still do video with this, and this has to be replaced too. Now, ironically, I found a replacement MacBook for this MacBook for about $300, and I'm going to save the money up and get another MacBook. But I think I want to try to get a newer one. But I could not have to repair this, which is going to cost me about $150. The keyboard is bad, or just go upgrade to one couple of years later. And I did find out that I can even upgrade the Mac in the bedroom, change the CPU, change the disk drive to an SSD, change the memory, and get it really kicked up in performance. But do I want to spend all that money repairing a dead computer? I don't know. I may just say to hell with it, fix it later and get a newer Mac. So that's what's going on. It's very hot where Kathy lives. She had a okay birthday, and there's a card up there from Zoe I got to give her, and Zoe sent little star catnip things. Fuzzy loved it. Little girl ignored it, and I haven't had a chance to give one to Fluffy, because every time he comes in here, he races in here, eats cat food, and races out. And went shopping yesterday, and then went to bed, and woke up around 11:30, and then heard this news about the Senate in Washington, where anti-immigration protesters protesting that people were separated from their families. And yet the other hypocrisy, of course, is that I've already said this, but when this was done during the Obama administration, not a word, nothing, zilch. So, all right, I'm going to go, but that's the latest news. So I wanted to get online. The MacBook, the iPad is charging. I keep having this not charging business. So tomorrow it gets sent off for repair. And then I also will close the account at the evil Wells Fargo Bank and move to, I've already moved there, but I haven't funded it yet, except for $25. Bank of America, and I'm done with Wells Fargo. So, all right, that's it. I will produce updates on this story as they're available on the shooting story. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great day. Stay warm, wet, dry, or cool out there. It's warm in Martinez. And stay safe. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye for now. But after tomorrow, no iPad videos for about a week. And the video on this is really fuzzy for some reason. I don't know why. So, I don't know why. I apologize for that. And I will be glad eventually when I get a better camera and newer equipment. I hope to have at least one newer Mac within the next 90 days. And the only thing you can't upgrade the CPU on is the one computer I just bought, which is really old, but it will give me a working Mac, and that at least I can put it here and put the iPad up there, and not have to use this giant keyboard once you get the Logitech Solar keyboard. All right, there goes a keyboard again, and it keeps falling on my foot all the time. All right, have a great day. I'm done, and I'll catch you next time. And I'm still waiting for the cable for the Kindle Fire. As soon as that comes in, I will start uploading the Alien Con videos to my MacBook and publish them. All right, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.